Morning everyone, it's Tim here from Auto Van Can. Just catching up on some back-end work today. As you saw, probably you might have seen my video from the other day, illustrating the use of the pit stop feature for the Viper DS4. So that's now attached to the website. And today I've been doing some work again on the website, and also had a couple of meetings. So not all the stuff that everyone gets to see when I'm out on the road. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes to make sure that everything runs nice and smooth. So we're just starting to get ready for tire season, trying to get everything, all the backup, back end stuff kind of ready, and making sure the website's running efficiently, so we don't have to worry about it when I'm working tire season, because throughout tire season you may only see me out on the road for between 10 and 3 on Tuesday, Wednesdays and Fridays, and 9 to 5 on Thursdays and Saturdays, as well as the evening work across those 5 days. But quite often during that time, I'm busy up until like 10 o'clock in the evening doing estimates, paying bills, doing all the bookkeeping, stuff that's obviously not always seen. So obviously got to make sure the website is operating perfectly and it's got everything up to date, ready for this year's tire season. Hopefully, looking with the weather, we might be experiencing an early tire season this year. So, I know the long range forecast is showing snow in March, not May. It's showing for snow in March. So we'll really see how much we can go. But, normally tire season kicks off at the end of April and it gets super busy in May and June. Especially May, So if you're looking for your tire season this year, if the weather's starting to warm up quick, I do book nearly a month ahead, especially when it gets really busy. So if you want to get in nice and early, give me a shout. Either book an appointment online. I believe there's a 2-week lead time to book ahead. But if you want to schedule an appointment, let's say a month from now or 2 months from now for your tire season appointment, it's probably now's the time to reach out. Give us a shout. We can put you in the schedule. And that way you've got your spot all ready for you. You don't have to worry. We come to your doorstep. We'll do your seasonal rotation. And during that appointment, we'll check your oil, we'll test your battery, and we'll do a visual inspection of the brake pad life remaining. So we don't look too deep in there. We just have a quick look, make sure it's all running, your vehicle's safe to drive, at least in regards to stopping ability, that doesn't say that we've checked your brake calipers to see if they're seized or not. We're just looking for any abnormal wear, or if the pads are still, good, have nice service life remaining. And then it follows up with a quick road test, make sure everything's okay, and then we're off to the next vehicle. So, I look forward to seeing you all for this tire season. Like I said, we're doing back-end work today, so all the boring stuff. As you can see, and also this year I'm experimenting with doing the remote starters and security systems, because I know there's been a lot of vehicle thefts in the area. And I'd hate to see people lose their vehicles. So, someone showed me a link the other day or the other week on Instagram, and it was plated vehicles from Ontario being sold in Africa, a country in Africa, and it had Quebec and Ontario plated vehicles. So let's make their life a lot harder. Let's stop them. I know it's definitely an investment in regards to getting a tracking GPS system. You can have a look at my website. If you go up to the top there and you look at services, if you scroll down, you can hit the remote start and security, and it starts with the Viper Smart Start Pro, and that's an add-on module to the DS4 that you can unlock GPS with a one-time activation fee of $100 US. And that will, I mean, that unit there is probably geared for the, you know, the newer vehicles, especially if you've got a 23 vehicle or a 22. I know I've heard of some vehicles, you know, 21s are being stolen now. You know, it's a real crying shame that these people are just coming out and stealing all these vehicles. So it's definitely an investment. I wouldn't say it's the cheapest, but I mean, with that information, you can hopefully stop them in their tracks, especially when you start adding the security systems to the Viper DS4, like the Bluetooth siren, which is, I'm doing an install of that very soon. I'm waiting on stock for for a Bluetooth siren for one of my customers. They're having the DS4 1 mile remote kit, which I illustrated in the latest video I had on my wife's vehicle. I installed a DS4 with the 1 mile remote kit, and I can add on a siren, which one of my customers is having the same component kit and having a siren installed as well. And that's probably something I'm going to stick on my truck too, because I know one year I was living in my neighborhood, and it was at Christmas time, and someone tried to break into my own truck. Luckily they didn't get in. By the looks of what they tried to do, they were amateurs. Someone with experience probably could have gotten in it and taken my tools, but I've since upgraded the locks, and I haven't had any issues since. And then when I obviously when I'm not in the vehicle, the truck is disabled anyways with a kill switch. So, but I think I might add an alarm to that too when the time comes. Yeah, and then I'm hoping this year we can get another guy on board. Hopefully get another truck, have another guy, or at least train another guy and have another truck. So, or even a service visor. So we'll see where this year takes us. I mean, it is, what is it? It's the Valentine's Day in February 23. So I'm pretty excited for this year. And so I'm making the camera shake. I'm just on a little thing on the desk here. It's nothing fancy, so good old dollar store. I'm starting to waffle, but like I said, we haven't really had a winter this year. It's been abnormally warm, so I mean that's affected business in its own regard. So just, well, we'll whim to the elements, I suppose. But yeah, so I think that will wrap it up for today. It's a bit of a long-winded video. I'm not used to doing these videos. Hopefully I can bring you some more content in the future, as and when time permits, probably in the slower seasons. So I'd say watch this space and see where we go. All right, have a good day, guys.